Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So let's continue playing with our friend the Batman. So you can see we reached level 27. Our character is a hero, mentored by Batman, power gadgets, weapon martial arts, and movement acrobatics. So we're very close to being level 28 with this character. And right now we're going to play a bunch of missions that have to do with our friend Aquaman. Basically, we're going to fight a whole bunch of fish people, and towards the end of the mission, we're going to be fighting Aquaman and the evil Cersei, who kind of took the appearance of Mera. So let's see. Before I get started, yeah, so we're going to go to Metropolis. I believe we have to go to the Chinatown police station. So let's do that. So last time I basically I sold a whole bunch of stuff. I upgraded a bit of my gear, and I think that's pretty much all I had to do. So let's continue. So let's go to the watchtower, and from there we should be able to go to the Chinatown police station. If you have the mods to be able to teleport to Gotham and Metropolis, then you can directly teleport to any police stations you like. Or there's also a mod also for the police stations themselves, so depending on which mod you can get your hands on, you may not have to travel to the watchtower. But worst comes to worst, you go to the watchtower, and from there you have access to all the police stations. So let's go see our friend Martian Manhunter. And also let's check, we may be able to take... not yet. There's some booster gold missions that you can take as you go up in level.
I spoke to Aquaman only recently. He misses his wife, Queen Mera, but he did not mention this war. Now his mind blocks me, and all the Atlanteans are shielding their thoughts as they swarm our shores. We need you to help prevent a mighty war.
Poor Martian Manhunter. We don't have a lot of mission with that character, I think. At some point, it pretty much became one of the main Justice League character. At least for a while. As far as I can tell, he was almost in pretty much every incarnation of the team. Although with the new 52, I think that wasn't the case at first. At first I think he was in the Authority or something like that. And later on they had him on some, I think, Justice League of America team. So, we have a nice Flash type character. So if you're wondering at character creation, this is about as close to the Flash as we can get, using the Leaf emblem as opposed to the Flash emblem. For a long time the Leaf emblem was the a less bad option we had to be able to recreate our friend the Flash, but luckily nowadays we have the Flash emblem, and we even have the enhanced version of the Flash emblem, which is even better. So let's go towards the Metropolis Docks, and from there we should be able to fight a whole lot of fish people. So we're getting somewhat close to level 30, but the last few levels, as you saw, we played a whole mission storyline, a whole bunch of missions, and we're still at level 27. Oh, let's grab the little. Yeah, usually in a good storyline, we can go up at least one level, sometimes even two. But last time we didn't go up in levels, sadly. We did not make enough. We did not earn enough experience to be able to go up in levels.
Welcome, warrior. We will need your skills in this fight. The Atlanteans are invading and turning innocents into water-breathing slaves. We must find Aquaman and end this unjustified attack. Until then, act with force. Push them back and free the enslaved humans.
Sometimes you'll see NPCs like this one that you can help out and save. There's a mission that you can take in the Watchtower, where if you save 5 NPCs, I forget what you get. Could have sworn there should be a side mission, or maybe I missed it. Oh, there it is. Been a while since I've been here, so
The Tide Stones hold a great deal of Atlantean magic. Could you gather some for the Sentinels of Magic so we may better understand this ancient power?
So usually in most area where you have missions, you should have a side mission that you can play at the same time as you play your main mission. And of course, there's briefings or investigations that you can gather.
And the dark world chain to Atlantis was severed, burying the city beneath the waves.
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever. You need to stop them before they
Our
turn
friend
the
took
whole-
all the objectives. He's so mean.
How did they do that to me? And why?
That's okay, we'll manage.
How did they do that to me?
Sometimes as you do all the work, someone will try to come in and quote-unquote steal your objectives. Doesn't really matter most of the time. Usually you end up sharing the objectives. Here I think, I'm pretty sure we did, because I don't think I repelled poor Atlantean by myself.
You need to stop them before they turn the whole city. I was afraid I'd
And the
be
same
their
with
slave
freeing the
forever.
Drylander slaves. Sometimes if you do a bit of damage, you get the objective no matter what. Other times, if you're just in proximity,
How did they
you
do
get
that to
the
me?
objective.
And why?
So it's not really set in stone, but as a rule, you shouldn't worry too much. Odds are you will get the objectives no matter what. Like you saw our friends clicked on some slaves, and we did get the credit for it.
I was afraid I'd
Oh,
be their
and
slave
he went up in level.
forever.
Lucky him.
You need to stop them before
So you
they
saw our
turn
friend,
the whole city.
Freed the Drylander, and we still got the credit. So if you see other players in your area, no need to fight them for the objective. Odds are you will get the credit as well.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
Let's go over there.
Be their slave forever. I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
You will all be slaves soon.
As you can hear, sadly, I live downtown, so
How did they do that to me? And why? You need to stop them before they turn. And why? You need to stop them before they turn the whole city.
and as you can see, lots of NPC around here. So
Serve King Arthur and Queen Mira.
I almost regret trading my shield for the EMP pulse.
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever. I was afraid I'd be their slave forever. You need to stop them before
should
they
do it for the
turn whole
slaves.
city.
So we need a few stones.
Cannot escape, Drylander. Our mastery.
So this should be the last stone we need. Oh yeah, level up.
Seize the Drylander!
The Atlanteans are an ancient magical civilization, and they've always sneered at us Drylanders, but they've never invaded before.
So let's see if that belt will be worth it.
The
Oh yeah.
Atlanteans are teleporting via magical tide pools further into Suicide Slums. Shut down their reinforcements and restore their kidnapped victims before the tide takes them all.
So let's go to the next part of the mission. And there should be again a side quest. So if you just look through the area that's marked in orange on the mini-map, it shouldn't be too hard to find the side quests. Well, I guess harder than I thought. Although maybe there's not a side quest, that's not always the case. But as a rule, better to check first. Nah, I guess not. So let's get started. And I guess one thing I could suggest, sometimes I'll see people who will jump straight in the middle of 1,000 different enemies. I guess you could do that, but you run the problem of pulling maybe too many enemies. What I used to like to do, and I still kind of do it from time to time, is go to the edge of the map. That way you can almost make sure not to attract too many enemies at once.
You will be destroyed for the rest of the Drylanders! Your interference will not stop us! For King Arthur and Queen Mira!
I'm not afraid of you.
This Drylander must want to volunteer for the transformation.
Let's grab a little investigation.
Blonde hair and blue eyes.
Could have sworn we
By
used to
these
have
signs
to
will you know the
do
spawn
something
of
with those
Codex,
pools.
Telepath,
Oh well,
sea
my
creature
mistake.
commander, and revolutionary.
And often you can get the objective without fighting any enemies if you're quote-unquote stealthy enough. You could actually use actual stealth, with the stealth ability to move amongst NPC unnoticed.
Our ritual has already begun!
But even without the stealth ability, you can sometimes zigzag through enemies and try not to attract them too much. And usually it's a bit easier when you stay in fringe of the map.
You will be destroyed!
That way you're not surrounded on all sides by evil NPCs.
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
Those tiger sharks usually are a little tougher than the rest. So let's give him a beating you won't forget.
You will be destroyed for the rest of the Drylanders!
So this should be our last NPC that we will save. Our last civilian. Okay, so that's one we have to handle with the pools. Thought it was we had a side quest or something, but I guess once we finish the first part of the objective, then we can complete this one. So that's the first one. And let's go for the third one.
Atlantis' army can always use a
The ritual
rid of them first. We can see the gold sellers are out in
Can't get
forces.
in touch with Aquaman at all. He's the king of Atlantis. He must be able to stop this. Sure, he and Queen Mira lead a race of proud Atlanteans, but invading Metropolis seems a bit drastic.
Oh, we got a ring. Oh no, it's a collection. So let's complete our little mission.
This unprovoked attack must be stopped. Aquaman will not answer my hails. I fear the worst. He would never condone this invasion.
Here we usually have a side quest. There it is. Oh.
Seize the Drylander.
The Atlanteans have planted magical artifacts along the docks that enable them to breathe on land. If we destroy them...
Wretched slave monger!
You have to be a bit careful in this area. There's I forget his name, General Korvax, I think. Let's try and get close to him without attracting him. Ah, there he is. There's one of the bounties over here, General Korvax over there. Sadly, eons ago we could play the bounties as we leveled up, but nowadays those bounties are level 30 or more, so you cannot get the poster for the bounty until you reach level 30. It's sad, but that's how it is. So again, here there's a whole bunch of objectives we can play. We have to destroy some artifacts. We have to destroy the Tide Stones. We have to defeat the Atlanteans.
What did they make me do?
Atlantis' army can always use a
And as you can see, as you start fighting the white tip, I think it's called, then there's some sort of timer that gets triggered on the crystal. And the timer goes pretty slow, so you have plenty of time to defeat the Atlantean. And then you can destroy the stone.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
You will all be slaves soon.
Wretched slave monger fish people!
So here's a few artifacts.
You will all be slaves soon.
What did they make me do?
I'm almost tempted to let an artifact. Let's try it. Let's get rid of this little guy.
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
And let's wait and see what happens if we don't destroy the stone before the timer expires. Just for fun. Oh no! She becomes evil and attacks us. So I guess we can still save her, but in a different way. That happens.
Seize the Drylander.
What did they make me do?
Seize the Drylander.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
So as you can see, the artifacts do respawn somewhat quickly.
Rule all the earth. Atlantis'
Let's do
army
the
can
crystals.
always use a Drylander slave.
So you can pretty much stick to this area and just
Slave monger
if
fish
you have to
people.
wait just a bit, and the objectives you need will respawn. Or you can just travel around and try to find other objective for you to get.
All will soon be underwater as it was meant to be.
Thanks! But why is Aquaman making an army of slaves?
Enslaved?
No one's gonna turn me into a slave.
Seize the Drylander.
So almost there.
You will all be slaves soon.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
Wretched slave monger
Seize the
fish people!
Drylander.
Well, let's go back.
You will all be slaves soon.
It's a bit strange. These look a lot different than the Atlanteans we saw in the Aquaman movie. I guess the designs did evolve since before the New 52.
Wretched slave monger fish people!
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
What did they make me do?
You will all be slaves soon.
Martian
Are we done with the
Manhunter deciphers
artifacts?
some Atlantean thoughts before they shut him out.
That's what I thought.
They say Queen Mira is causing this war, and
Sorry about that.
Aquaman is her devoted slave. Slave, huh? Anyone else find that suspicious?
I'm not sure why sometimes the mission objectives disappear, but as you saw, it reappeared just as we destroyed the artifact. Let's try this in stone.
You are too late.
We don't need the stone anymore. So let's get out of here. So as we complete the mission, we should have a new objective.
I sense Circe's crew lies in this endeavor. You must stop this invasion where it begins.
Ooh, nice
Martian
ring.
Manhunter will meet you below the abandoned
Nice
shipyards.
boots.
Perhaps together you can break through to Aquaman and restore him to reason.
So let's go to the next part of the objective. Or the next storyline, I suppose. Or the next part of the storyline. That makes more sense. So as you can see over there, we have a little investigation. Let's try and grab it. Well, as I thought.
And though the seas have tempests,
There's a side quest we can get here.
Tide stones carry
always
only
their love
minor
stage
magic.
true.
They draw from a greater magic source located beneath
So
the
let's go
docks.
inside.
Find that magic.
So let's talk to our friend Martian Manhunter.
I cannot scan these Atlantean minds, but I can disguise us both, so we can move freely among them. I will scout ahead. You speak to them and find out their plans.
Not bad. As far as these guys go, we look good. Here, there's a few things. Just trying to check if there's a briefing or investigation before going down. I hear one, but I think it's downstairs.
Beware always the seal men of the bitter lands beneath the South Pole.
For those who don't know, in some mission you will have a little chesty chest like this one. Basically, there's a little reward in the chests. Sometimes, not today, unless you count the sodas as a reward. So sometimes there's a reward, but there's various feat. There's a feat I think for destroying 50 chests, 100 chests. The last feat is like 1,000 chests. So you have to destroy a lot of chests.
Node is strong. It pours our power over the land.
And here we have to talk to
The
various
Tide's ritual
NPCs.
will ensure our success.
With our tide ritual, the tides will soon overflow the land.
And we can start here before continuing. So we have to disrupt the summoning ritual.
The Atlanteans are blocking.
Sadly, as you can see, once we get here, oops,
so no
our disguise
disguises.
fails.
We'll just have to fight until we reach Aquaman.
Oh no, we're surrounded. They're coming from all sides. And they're so mean.
Aquaman and Mira are this way. There is something strange, though. I need to get closer.
So we're going to let our friend Martian Manhunter get closer. I could have sworn there was something with those portals. Well, must be misremembering. So here, I think this is to retrieve the Trident, I think. Oh, and as you saw, it summoned a few evil NPCs. So let's take a quick look around, just in case I forgot something. I guess not. Could have sworn there was something with those little portals. Oh well. Next time. There's various groups of Atlanteans. Ideally, you try to take them down one group at a time. Oh, we got a little neck piece.
Sea Fury Arbs are, of course, the core munitions of the Atlantean army.
It's a healer neck piece. Oh, we completed 10 briefings or investigations or collections. We'll take it. So here's another group. Shazam time capsule. Sadly, I don't think I have the stabilizers right now, so no time capsule to open. Could have sworn there was something with those. I must be thinking of another mission that has a similar portal. Or I'm just crazy. That could happen. Oh, some shoulders. Let's see if they're good. Oh yeah. So you can say at this point in time the upgrades are not that big, but they're still upgrades.
The others will lose. You will not defeat us. They destroyed the tides! Attack!
I'm not sure why we keep on targeting the objective a bit here. Let's destroy it. There we go. So as you can see, if we can get the enemies just two or three at a time, there should be no problem. I often see people who are a bit impatient who will pull all the enemies all at once. Depending on where you are and how powerful your character is, I guess you can do that if you want. Here, I'm not sure if there's a way to really be able to pass through. With Quantum, how would you... Oh, he can jump over it. That almost worked. I'm not sure where it was going. So let's take a quick look. We got a few rewards. Just trying to make sure we... Oh, we've got a Prometheum logbox. Why not? Let's go for the back style. And let's talk to our friend Martian Manhunter.
Aquaman and Mira are just ahead. I can only read their minds dimly through their magics. But I will tell you this, that woman is not Queen Mira. I cannot make out their thoughts. I must get closer. Follow me through the door. Arthur, please stop this madness. That is not Queen Mira. She lies.
Enough! This war will
Oh yeah, with the new
until the
Aquaman
atrocities
model.
the surface dwellers have wrought against my kingdom have been avenged.
We must release Aquaman from this imposter's control, or his kingdom will savage the land.
This is my realm, and you are not welcome here. Not good enough.
I have to admit, I didn't remember that that model of Mira. Normally, there's going to be a wave of various fish creatures. But I seem to recall there's maybe one time or two where we didn't have that many fish creatures.
Your king calls you to attack.
And in case if you ever get in trouble here, there's a few healing barrels you can use, so don't hesitate to use them. Because there should be a few waves of enemies. You're gonna have to fight Aquaman at least a couple of times, and you're going to have to fight a few waves of enemies. So as you can see, there's a couple of healing barrels, and I think they regenerate fairly quickly. So, with a bit of luck, we should be able to use them more than once. I thought this model of Cersei was fishy.
Your cruel lie has gone far enough. Release Aquaman from your spell.
So now we have to fight our friend Aquaman again.
What has happened? Where is Mera? Circe, what have you done with her, you witch?
Your queen is here, great Arthur. But if you do not abdicate your throne to me, she shall never swim the waves again.
No.
I have to admit, I completely forgot that this used to be Mera. I'm a bit surprised they didn't replace Mera with the newer model from Mera. There must be a reason behind that. Maybe because Cersei takes her appearance, so maybe using the old model wasn't an option. The new model wasn't an option. Poor Cersei. 3 against her. She has no chance.
The oceans of the earth stand against you. Drown.
So you see the barrels respawn.
My spell, but the
So let's say you need them again. You can use them again.
The rift I have created between the Atlanteans
And if you're
and the
wondering,
surface world
sometimes
has
you can
weakened
get
both your
the
peoples. The damage is done.
sometimes you can get the Trident from Aquaman in this mission. Let's use the pants. One of the rewards you can get is the Trident of Aquaman, but I forget if it's in this mission or when you go see Martian Manhunter to complete the mission that you could get it.
I must thank you.
There's also the
For
Aquaman
enough
belt
for you,
that
Trident
if you're
knows
lucky you
what
could
would
get
have
from
come
here.
of this deception. We must return to Atlantis at once and tend to the damage Cersei has caused among my people.
So let's start our friend Martian Manhunter.
Aquaman is freed from Cersei's cruel lie. Now that Queen Mera is again at his side, the war between land and sea should end.
So let's skip. Usually I would show the cinematics, but if you guys really want to see the cinematics, I have a video called DC Universe Online the movie, where you can see a whole bunch of cinematics.
The Atlanteans with this ruse. Her attempts to enslave the world under magical tyranny become more desperate. Thanks to you, her lies were revealed, and Aquaman freed from her deceit. Martian Manhunter is waiting for you, with our thanks.
So we have to go back to the police station to see our friend Martian Manhunter. So again, in this mission, if you're lucky, you can get the belt, the Aquaman belt. And you can, oh man, I could maybe show it to you. I don't have it on this character, but I should have it. I should have the option to purchase it with replay badges. Come on. So if you wanted to have, let's say, this Aquaman belt, it's an item you can get playing this mission here, if you're lucky, if the random number generator is nice with you. And I won't be able to show you the Trident, but there's also the Trident that if you're lucky, you should be able to get it here. But again, with the random number generator, you get what you get. If you're lucky, you get the good stuff or the rare stuff. If you're not so lucky, you're gonna have to play the mission 5 times, 10 times, 23 times before you actually get the Aquaman belt or the Trident. It's sad, but that's how it goes. So let's go back to the police station. So as you saw, sadly, some of the older models, like the Aquaman model, is gone. It's sad, but as they upgrade some of the models, obviously some of the older models will disappear. Like, I'm curious, let's go see if we can see maybe Starfire. They changed the model for Starfire. I forget where she spawns. It's been a while since I played some of the Central City bounties. But I could have sworn Starfire was somewhere in this area. I guess not. Oh well. Better luck next time. never pass up a free exhibit. Especially now you need exhibits to be able to upgrade your crafting components in order to be able to get a bit more XP from them. There's usually a handful of briefings and collections here. So you can see gliding through Metropolis, pretty smooth and relaxing. Not as fun as flying. I have to admit, flying is pretty much my favorite movement mode. Very relaxing. So let's go see our friend John Jones.
Aquaman is freed from Circe's cruel lie. Now that Queen Mera is again at his side, the war between land and sea should end.
So we've got a little undead situation at the University of Gotham. Felix Faust's Magians are draining souls from students, and zombies are overrunning the area. Talk to Captain Marvel in the Diamond District Police Station so we can put these souls to rest.
As you saw, we gained Distract as an ability. I would be tempted to use it, but I'll stick with the EMP Pulse for now. So let's take a quick look around just to, in case we... nothing we can do here again. So let's go back to our lair. We're going to reimprint our new... we got a whole bunch of new stuff. Let's check our mail while we're here. We got a nice pair of gloves. Let's see if they're going to be worth... sadly we already have the styles, and the stats not as good as what we already have. So you can see we have a few pieces of gear that are imprinted in our armory. So we're going to go to our armory and re-imprint the new gear that we have. So let's re-imprint. Oh, let's see if we have a skill point before we do that. Oh yeah, so let's put our skill point here and let's re-imprint everything. So as you saw, there's a whole bunch of gear that changed. So now if we go to the vendor, we should be able to sell everything. But let's check. I don't think we can salvage anything yet, but oh, actually we can salvage a whole bunch of stuff. So let's take a quick look at the crafting for 1 second. Right now you can see I only have the high level crafting because my other character, that's all he really needs. But here you can see a lot of the low level stuff. So you can see solid MK1 Exobyte 1, pristine Exobyte, solid MK2 and all that. And it goes all the way to MK13. MK13 is the latest episode. So let's salvage a few things just to show you how it works. So basically if there's some gear that you don't need anymore, you can just salvage it, and it will give you some exhibits. And you can see we have a whole bunch of exo material. So what you can do also, once you get some exhibits, like right now you can see we have the MK1 exhibits. We could use some exo material to upgrade the exhibits to MK1, to the pristine MK1. Let's do that for a few. We'll see what happens. So basically you can decide to salvage some of your gear if you'd rather to have some crafting components instead. So you can see here we got some MK1 exhibits and some MK2 exhibits. So you can see MK1, we need 1 exo material and 1 flawed MK1 exhibits to be able to upgrade it. And for MK2 we need 2 exo materials. So let's give it a try. So we've upgraded. There's a bit of lag in the menu. So sadly, sometimes it doesn't work as well as it should. Oh, that's a bit strange. There we go. Not sure why the menu went crazy on us, but oh well. And here, once you get the once you upgrade it, you can again upgrade it again. So you can see the 3 we've upgraded. We can still all upgrade it once more. And as you can see, it freezes a bit on us. It happens, sadly. And let's upgrade the MK2 exhibits as well. So you can see we got a feed for creating 10 items. So now we could use those flawed MK1 exhibits to be able to upgrade not our artifacts but our implants. Oh, I'm a bit surprised. So if we wanted to, let's say, upgrade our implants, we have a whole bunch of nth metal to do that, but also we have some of the exobytes. And some of the exobytes also we've upgraded, like the pristine MK1 exobytes, we've upgraded those, and the MK2 exobytes, we've upgraded those as well. So we could use those to increase the rank of our augments. And if we wanted to, let's say, increase our artifact, then we would use our nth metal. But sadly, we cannot use the exobytes. Somehow the exobytes seems to work only for the implants. Whether the implants that we can get here, the origin augments, or for the augments that you get from various episodes. I'm not really going to use the exobytes, but you get the idea. Actually, let's use one just to show you. So for the Omegahedron, let's say, in case I never showed it, let's use some raw nth metal. And then we can upgrade our artifact a little bit. And the same with the augments. So let's upgrade, let's say, this one. And let's use this one here. It's pretty much that simple. For the implants, you don't have to break through. Like, if you guys recall when we upgraded the artifact, I think this one, here we go. Like for this one, we have to break through rank 20 in order to be able to keep on, to continue upgrading it. Basically, every 20 rank, you have to break through with your artifacts in order to continue to upgrade them. With the implants, with the augments, there's no breakthrough. You can just upgrade them as much as you like, and you don't need to break through anything. So that is pretty much it for now. Next time, I guess we are going to go. I guess we're going to go speak with our friend Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, and we'll probably end up fighting the evil Felix Faust and a whole bunch of evil zombies. I guess we're gonna have to wait. So that is pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.